EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They'll run on first down. Ratliff, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Play to the running back.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another Saints first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards.
Seahawks first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's going to be caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. It's Wilson on the action. pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now again, right side. Ratliff. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Running back. Again, the ball
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Saints 7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. And he gets it down to the 32.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Logan. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one a first down pickup of 8. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will return to right around the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Saints 7. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. No problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sneak on second down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
45-yard line.
On 1st down, Ratliff. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run on 1st down. Ratliff, and he gets it down to the 32. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a give, right side. Ratliff works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Being chased out left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now a give, right side. Ratliff. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
10-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Return there, give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him this time, and 6 brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on. So looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times a minute, you got nothing coming.
By the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On the pickup.
In 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wilson. taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. To throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Preston Williams, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Tonight,
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.